Hey boo-boos, Stella here, and I just got back from Las Vegas this past week. I was in a pool tournament, and it was for the Scotch Doubles National Championship at the Westgate Hotel. And I am super tired, hence the hat, hence the not really wearing makeup. However, like red lipstick will do the trick in a pinch. Anyway, so I thought about what I wanted to talk about today, and quite honestly, I want to talk to you guys about playing pool. I want to talk to you about some of the life lessons that I had this past week, and hopefully you'll be blessed by it and you'll learn some things too. I walk into the Westgate Hotel, and it's a huge ballroom with nothing but pool tables. I mean, I think there was about 250 of them just a strewn about, and I wasn't nervous. I was really excited, but I wasn't nervous. Couldn't wait to get started. And as I said before, I was playing Scotch doubles. So what that means is that I had a partner, and my partner is an amazing pool player. When we qualified, super excited to come to Vegas, and now I'm here. I walk in, I'm not nervous, I'm ready to get started. And I shot the worst match of pool I think I've ever shot. In 8-ball, for those of you who don't know, you have stripes and you have solids. And if you are solids, you gotta shoot all those in and then shoot the 8-ball at the end before your opponent hits all the stripes and gets the 8-ball in on the end. Well, I could not shoot the 8-ball in to save my life. Just stinking up the joint. And then when I finally did hit the 8-ball in, I scratched, which means I still lost. I mean, all of a sudden, I'm in the middle of this game. I had been excited, and then the nerves started kicking in. And I, thought, do I know what I'm doing here? I don't even know. I'm not shooting well. And then all these doubts start to come in. And I'm pretty good at calming myself down, but it just kept coming in these waves. So we lost that match. Not the greatest to go to Vegas and lose your first match, but we had one more because it was double elimination, and we had to play the very next day, the entire day. So my partner is just okay, we have to shoot our best pool the next day, because if we don't, we're eliminated and that's it. And we did. We shot awesome pool. I shot really well. He shot really well. We had to play at 9, 12, 3, 6, and 9. I mean, we had to play for our lives, because if we lost, that was it. We're out. And one of the matches we played, we were down 3-0. Our team had to win 4, their team had to win 4, and they had already won 3 games to our 0. We'd won 0 games. And then we won the first game, then my partner snapped the 8 on the second game, and then we pulled it out and beat them. It was awesome. All of our friends were behind us. We're yeah, high-fiving each other, super excited. Because man, we had to battle. We had to battle it out. So 9 o'clock comes around. I'm excited. Everybody's sitting behind us. They're ready to watch our match. And I just could not pull it out. It was difficult. We were battling. I'm a pretty scrappy chick. And man, we just could not pull a game together. And we ended up losing. And how we ended up losing was I accidentally hit the 8-ball out of turn, which means I hit it when I wasn't supposed to, and it went in the pocket, and that's how we lost. That's how we lost Vegas. And as we were putting our stuff away and everyone's, congratulating us for as far as we'd gotten, one of the gals who was watching, really sweet, she just came up to me and she's like, man, that's the worst way to lose. I feel so terrible for you. And she felt really bad. And I thought, you know what? That's how it goes sometimes. That's how it goes. You know, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. And I battled, I didn't quit, and I scrapped it out. And I just ended up not winning that time. And I have no regrets whatsoever. You know, sometimes we swing for the fences. Sometimes everything is riding on the line, and sometimes we connect and it's amazing and exciting, and you get the attaboy and people pat you on the back and you are the winner. You're on top of the world. Everything that you've ever dreamed of has come to this moment and you did it. And then sometimes you don't. Sometimes you tried really hard, you gave it everything that you had, and you fail. So I want to talk about that for a minute, about how we handle failure, how we handle the disappointment in our lives when things don't go the way that we had hoped. Do we choose to talk bad about ourselves and speak negatively? Do we walk off and huff and puff and ignore people or throw things? Do we completely quit? Like, I'm never going to do this again because I don't want to feel bad. And failing is the worst possible thing that can ever happen to me. And so I'm just not going to put myself out there again. How do you handle failure? How do you handle not living up to either your expectation or someone else's? I think that failure is focusing on the result instead of experiencing the journey. If all we're ever worried about is results, then it's pretty cut and dry. Win, lose, fail, succeed, good, bad. If we're always just worried about this result-oriented life, we're missing the journey. What if winning or losing isn't really the object of the game, but it's about how we feel about ourselves, no matter the outcome? Now for me, I could have just really heard that sweet little lady say, man, I feel terrible for you because you made a mistake and you lost. But for me, I felt so empowered to have people behind me, to be playing out some games, to have gone from the loser side to winning 4 games in a row. And we actually were in the money. I mean, it was 317 teams and we took 33rd place. Is that a loss? Is that a fail? I want you to think about how you measure yourself. Do you measure yourself against what people say, what people do, how people act? Do you compare yourself? Do you think that you should be further along in your life or in a relationship or in a career, or that your goals should somehow have already manifested and you should have already figured it out? When we focus on these things, we're not focusing on all of this. And this is where life is, and this is where experience is. And this is where we will find out what we are made of. Do we pick our stick up and go home, never to play again? Or do we scrap it out and we take a beating and we pick ourselves back up again and try again, maybe to win, maybe to lose, but either way, we are valuable and we are important, and our identity has nothing to do with circumstance. My good friend, the last time that I lost in a tournament, she said to me, well, sometimes and sometimes we're the bug. Yeah. Perfect analogy to how life is. How life is played out. Hi, Penny. Sometimes we just have to roll with the punches. But my encouragement to you is to see failures as opportunities. To see them as these little nuggets of wisdom and growth and help that we get to have each step of the way. What I take away from this whole experience is that I don't ever quit. I mean, we were down 3-0. One more game and we're out. And I'm like, no. We're gonna battle. We're gonna do this, and we did. Unfortunately, the next game didn't happen that way, but such is life. So what I want to encourage you this week is to figure out how you measure yourself and how you measure success. And if there are places in your heart or your spirit where you feel fear and it stops you from moving forward to the thing that you want to do, to the next goal, to the next relationship, to the career, to the grade, to the thing that seems impossible. How do you process those things? Really think about what you might be saying to yourself when you fail and how you feel about yourself. Take an inventory. Choose to see yourself the way that you truly are, which is an awesome human being who has a lot going on for themselves. And I bet when you start seeing yourself through that lens, you can do anything. I have complete faith in you. Hi. How do you know that this is going to happen every single time?